The round 2, in the losers bracket, whoever loses this round, they will be saying goodbye as well. So we'll be heading on to the game anytime soon. And just like that, we're going to be seeing each other in here. I like this. A 3v3 potential. This is going to be a patience test, okay? It seems like it's going to be BTR just going to be a little bit impatient. They're going to go for that quite aggressive invade. But let's see if they're going to be successful in that one. Meanwhile, while that was happening, still in the middle lane, just the matchup between the Orianna as well as the Aurelion Sol as expected. Who's going to be poked out more is the Aurelion Sol, but we're not yet done because on the top side, we can see, Ryzen going to be the first blood from that side of Team BDR. But we're not yet done with this one because that Graves is also going to get a double kill up against the members of BDR. And here we go. More exchanges, 2 for 2 trade so far. Harry getting stunned in here. Looks like he's going to be another casualty in the other end of the map. Oh my goodness, Henry again. Okay, not anymore, but a 3v3 in total so far.
What? What crazy level 1. Man. I mean, Graves is... if Graves can snowball this dude... if Graves can snowball this, I think this is a great start for Nex.
Yeah, and I think Orianna was just... there's a lot of exchange of kills in this one. But yeah, lots of kills given on to Graves, and he is just starting so good. So yeah, going back to what initially has happened. So we were talking about them in their very own jungle comp in here. Nexplay Esports in the top side. But before we even talk more about that, we can see another invade going on to the bottom part of the map. Really nice gank plays. Harry might be in a bad position as well. Looks like he might go down anytime soon. Ooh, the Brawl will be there for an exchange of life. But then again, they take down one member from the side of BDR, plus potentially a...
Just feeling a bit grim now if you're BTR.
Well, in the middle lane, though, looks like Chuli will be punished a little bit, but yes, he's gonna get punished. Back up incoming from Josh. For the meantime, potentially might be getting Harry as well as Henry, sounding like not gonna get the kill, but still fun because again, this is
the gold to spend clearly. But he's got a single longsword for this dragon fight compared to a ghost blade phage from the Graves. This is not a fight that you want, Bigetron. You can maybe go for a cheeky steal, but he gets the cheeky steal.
Cheeky steal. Yes, indeed. And we go along with the team fight though, but they will be punished in here. A lot of casualties. Yes, you take the dragon away from us, but then again, you're gonna be a casualty for us. That's gonna give more kills onto the Graves and to the rest of the members of Nexplay.
Yeah, they lose.
Talk about what is happening on the top side part of the map. 2v1 situation ongoing. Chuli trying to survive in here with the stars still zoning out of members. Oh yes, he will survive. Look at that. To the backup are the members of Team Nexplay, Justy as well as Ooze in here. Look at a shockwave connect. Of Team Nexplay, but the damage is still not enough to even take them down. Oh, shockwave connecting, trying to go for... look at that, Justy. Looks like he will still be surviving. Bullet time has been committed. Harry will still survive, though the Brawl will fall down. Man, this Graves is not dying. He's still all alive. But yeah, we're not yet done in the fight. Unfortunately, I think there was no ultimate available. No collateral damage.
Despite how far behind they were in gold. Unfortunately, all of the gold is essentially located on Graves. So if Graves is focused or taken down low, you know, that actually evens up the scales in terms of the fight output. And you've also got to have a look at Tristana, who he is like really starting to ramp up with the Infinity Edge. So you just have to be a little bit aware of the fact that if Graves gets taken down low, you're actually losing a lot of the power from the Nexplay lineup. But again, they get the Rift Herald. That fight.
Objective up top. Here we have another team fight happening in the middle lane. Oh, look at that Gage coming from the side of Team BDR, taking down the Aurelion Sol, just in a dangerous position. Ultimate coming out from the Brawl as well, trying to go for a setup, but looks like that's not gonna be enough because the Brawl is gonna be taken down as well. Way to retreat for Team Nexplay on that fight. What has happened? Did they get caught off guard? I think they got caught off guard on that one. Not really expecting the engage to happen from the side BDR.
Well, I think actually BTR are playing this well. They basically have maybe forced 5 versus 4s. And Camille, you notice that Camille hasn't actually been part of any of these fights so far.
That's for sure. I still would call this a pretty even matchup despite Team Nexplay on the lead, because we sometimes would see, when team fights happens, onto the middle. This is the beauty of having a good side lane split push, but for the meantime in here, more fights, more abilities getting committed. Henry in here gonna get Hextech Ultimatum coming from the Camilla. Look at that!
Proper 5v5 where the scales are even. I would expect that outcome for Nexplay in most scenarios. That's a kick onto Brawl. I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, in the bot lane part of the map, we can see another member from the side of BDR getting deleted. Hextech Ultimatum not available in Camille as well. But for the meantime, here in the riverbed, we can see that Graves just obliterating anyone away from Team BDR. The side in here is the Listen, gonna go for the flash to find the proper target. Oh, Miss Fortune is gonna get deleted. And here we scramble everyone up. Members from the side of Team Nexplay are losing one by one. Hextech's Ultimatum has been committed by the Camille as well, but the Graves is on to back up. Will this be enough to save the members of Team Nexplay? But no! Looks like in here, just she will be having a hard time into saving the day. That was quite unfortunate. BD might still be there. Hextech Ultimatum committed on to the members of Team BDR in here. Sorry, did not see who that was. I think that was the Oriana. But them taking down another turret was something already really good for them to, not commit maybe the same mistake again.
Yeah, like I said though, it was, end of the day fights and pop off for Bigetron. I do think Nexplay are quite firmly.
Oh man, this is them capitalizing that Graves is not with them again and just finding a pickup. But for the meantime, well, two skirmishes happening onto the riverbed as well as in the bot part of the map. You can see Ariana down already on the side of BDR, and the rest of the members of Team BDR just going for a chase. Not really a chase, but gonna go for that clearing of minion waves in the mid. What actually happened in that one? I mean, looks like this is BDR so far getting the map control.
They caught the Camille off guard. And obviously Tristana is one of those AD carries that once you find a pick, she can commit to it really hard with her rocket jump. So yeah, I think Bigetron, again, like I said, Tristana, she's scaling, dude. Like, she's starting to get the gold. She's starting to become a bit of a nuisance. She's got 4 items and she's got stasis picked up now. This is late game Tristana starting to activate. And so, you do have to be aware of that if you're at your Nexplay. You haven't really been able to crack the base as of yet. The Graves is now full item build. The Graves ain't getting any stronger. This is it for Graves, realistically. I mean, I would be tempted to maybe drop the Black Cleaver and go for an Infinity Edge with the extra gold that you might pick up throughout the game. But this is it. Like, he's full build now. So if you can manage this as Bigetron, if you can keep pace with this Graves at this stage in the game, and your Tristana can still carry fights, like, you can actually come back in this game, and Bigetron are still definitely within a winning shot of taking.
Yeah, let's see about that. Well, I think in team fights we saw how Nexplay Esports is actually having the potential in winning for as long as, okay, this is gonna be a misfortune, as well as the Graves just free hitting from the back line, just protect us. Anyway, they got the damage. They got the damage, and compared to maybe what the Listen can do, you have to go. But hold the thought, because you can see another Hextech Ultimatum committed by the Camille in here, targeting. I think that was I really cannot see who that was, but unfortunately the Brawl died already. No more person here, or no more members frontlining for the side of Team Nexplay, but them still having the damage that we're talking about from a while ago, winning the fight, going for that ace. And I think this is gonna be it anytime soon, because the death timer, it's 31 seconds before one goes back alive. Despite not having that Baron buff, I'm pretty sure they can end this.
Yeah, they can absolutely end the game. That was a really well executed fight. Again, if you set up a team fight perfectly and you play it on an even scale, you still have a Graves that's 10,000 gold up on the Lee Sin, and they were able to play that one really nicely. The GAs were there as well, making it much easier for them at the end of the game, and they were finally able to close out. I mean, it was close. That BTR could have very easily come back with the Tristana in the way that she was scaling up. I feel like Nexplay were making some poor macro decisions on the map, and I really think that BTR were punishing them for that. But at the end of the day, like we said, you had a Graves with that much of a gold lead.
Yeah.
He was full